Hello everybody. Today we're going to be working on an '07 Nissan Titan, and the procedure for this window replacement kind of works up and down through the years. And so if your door panel looks like mine or the truck itself, you're pretty much good to go to watch this video. So with no further ado, let's walk through how we're going to do this. Get ready. So we've got this is on the back passenger door. I got to do the one on the front as well. This one here went down but will not go back up. The one on the front kind of goes up and down slowly, but anyhow. So we're going to have to get this thing apart. And notice there's a panel, and you put the handle, and there's a little cover, and you want to be real careful, but you can pop this cover loose. I'm going to do it on camera, but I'm just kind of giving you a step procedure. Then you've got your little lock mechanism right here, and basically, I believe, because I'm kind of doing this together here, I think that this thing is going to be just stayed on, it's going to remain on the door. We're going to pull the panel off. We're going to kind of do things, we're going to do it together. There's a cover plate here as well. We'll pop that off real carefully because there's going to be some fasteners, because this is where you pull the door. A lot of times they'll have some bigger fasteners here to keep this panel attached, and then the rest of it is, and shouldn't be, most of the time there's not. Every once in a while you'll find a few screws around the outside perimeter, but basically there's just going to be some retainer clips that we're going to remove, and the panel should come off pretty simple after that. So now that our camera doesn't want to focus, let's roll through this. So we'll start. I keep one of these. This is a gasket scraper, but it's really nice and flat, so it works well on plastic that's, you know, brittle, and you can get behind it in a nice wide fashion. And I've got a couple of little fancy little tools right here that we're going to put to use. Let's see here. We'll start here at the I might even use my little bitty flat blade, just kind of easily get behind it. If you're in the really cold areas, it really helps to have the door panel kind of not cold, because the plastic is not so brittle. It's a little more pliable. And then with this, once we get this off here, this panel should come out. There's a 10mm screw there. We'll get to that in a minute. But let's see here. Really carefully. We'll get behind this. I just like to be careful that I don't mess this thing up. As you can see, it's got a point where it holds. There we go. Just being real careful getting behind it. I don't want to damage the soft plastic on the handle. And that pops off there. Now we've got access to some of that right there. There's a cable. It feels cable operated, so we'll see what I run into with this. I don't want to try to pop that out. I don't think that's going to come out. To be honest with you, I haven't put a window motor in one of these particular models, so we're doing it together. Just have to grab my handy dandy little thing here, which I'm cheating with my electric impact, but I'm just going to use it to zip stuff out. With the soft hardware there. And it helps to have a little pocket magnet in there. Fit in there. That's one of them right there. There, and then to get this hole opened up so they can get it past this handle. Because I like to use my wide little gasket scraper because it's just nice and flat, and it helps. Screwdrivers will work, but it's a real small area to pry on, so this helps. And then I'll use this thing again. Let's see if we can't get this to pop. Well, it looks like I've got, that's not going to be a problem. Well, let's see. There's a plastic thing right here. I don't think it's part of the panel. Oh, it is part of the panel. So we want to get that out right there too. Another fastener right here. Set that. It's hidden by that plastic cover, obviously. I think it'll. We'll see what happens here. We're gonna see what happens. Then when you're doing this too, you're right around the painted surface of the door, so be careful not to make a big mess. that. Just kind of go around. And then sometimes once I get it kind of moved, pulled out, so I can get my hands, and I'm gonna be in the way of the camera for a second, but. You know, if you're careful, you kind of hold your mouth right, you won't break the clips that hold it. This one here is not wanting to budge, so I'm going to have to get my thing right in over here. I can see it. It won't release. There we go. These are kind of heavy duty. Some panels you pick straight up on, but this isn't one of them, I don't believe. Let's see here. That clip stayed in the door. Some of these clips are just hard. You end up damaging the panel, you don't mean to, but I think I did all right on that one. There's not wanting to release. There it goes. Acts like there's something at the back here, but I don't believe there is. Flashlight there, take a look. Looks like a clip. Feels like. This is some of the stuff you run into. You just, like I say, I haven't done one on one of these particular doors, so I don't think there's anything at the back here. You wouldn't want to just grab this thing and pick it up off of there because it's liable to break loose. So we're just going to do our best to kind of look around the outside edge of it, and hopefully we'll see what we're looking for, and or it comes loose. But it feels real hard right there. There could be something there. Looks to me just like it's a really, I don't know, there's something there. Let's just pick up on it. I got the clip out. I'll real carefully look and see it's not breaking anything. What's underneath that? It pops up, that's a good start. Oh, got a fastener right there. See, hidden from us. So, like I say, I'm just being honest and up front of this camera that I haven't put one on one of these doors, so I'm kind of learning it myself. I'll have to answer the phone. All right, so we've got that hidden fastener out. Let's see. Got the panel kind of loose. It should be loose now. It feels a lot looser. One more at the top. And you can bet that there'll be some kind of connector on this on the switch. Got that one out. There looks to be like some kind of cable on the handle as well. You've got to be careful with. There's an electrical connector on the on a tweeter, but I don't see anything else significant, so I'm gonna reach behind her and try to release this cable for the handle. Can't see much. There we go. I kind of moved that out and got it to come off, and I still got one over here, but I've got a pretty good bit of length on it, so I believe I can get it off and then work with it. Same thing with that connector and that wire. It just feels like I've got my light on the floor. Got a few more little snappers that are right here at top, and I think if I just pivot this out, it'll come off. Okay. Yep. Like I said, we've got a few little, I know about this. Just have to reach in here, disconnect the cables. I've got one electrical connector that's in the hole here, and I'll show you when I get the panel off. We'll use our pick. Let's see here. Release that, huh? Gotta be real careful. There's another wire. There's two wires. You got one for a light and one for the door. So. Set the corner of the panel down and get to the light. There we go. Of course, that's going to be in the way. Probably just pop the lamp fixture out. Here from the bottom, I can get the connector a little bit better. There we go. The bulb's probably blown. I'll check it with a meter. We'll put a new one in if we need it, because it's a little 194. All right, so the panel's off. Just set that over to, quickly, like I say, I just needed to remove this plug-in and that little connector for the cable for the door lock, and then the one for the handle, and then one for the tweeter. When I used to use that little pick to pop the connector parts loose. So we're good there. So we can set the panel off to the side. Let's see here. We've got this foam stuff we got to deal with now, and I don't want to tear that stuff up. I'm gonna put this back like it's supposed to be. Of course, looks like this connector goes through that foam, so I'll go ahead and release it and get that up out. So once we do get the foam off, it'll come out off without having to finagle all that. Okay, so that gives us room there. This foam glue is good stuff, but it's not good when you want it to release. You don't want it, I don't want to tear this up. That's the main goal. So I'm gonna be really careful and go along and try not to tear this up. Let's see here. That's our trusty scraper. We'll try that. And I'll use weather stripping adhesive to glue this back so that it's put back like it's supposed to be the best you can. So we're just going to go around and just break this stuff loose. And so I'll cut the camera till I get this off so we don't have to watch me do all that. So I've got the foam down enough to where I need to work. You probably could remove the speaker and get the foam the rest of the way off, but this works. It's just fine. So the window will not go up any, but typically you would access the two screws that secure it to the track mechanism right here in this little open slots. I can't, because the window won't go up and down. I guess I could if I cut the cable and all that, but I just reached in there with an offset 10mm wrench and broke the nuts loose, or the bolts loose, or the fasteners, whatever you want to call them, and I kind of reached behind and I threaded them out so the window is ready to come up. I got a couple of ways of doing this. Sometimes I just remove the glass if it'll come out, and I set the glass in the vehicle. Sometimes I just use my little wooden wedge to hold the glass up out of the way. You remove the little track piece that just kind of lays in over the top. And then, like I say, if you have to, you can wedge this somehow or another down in there, but we'll just see if the glass will come out of there. Sometimes I can slide the glass out. Maybe. Well, it's not, the glass doesn't have an angled cut, so that doesn't always work, but that's no problem. We'll just push the glass up, all the way up like this right here, and then we'll use our magical wooden wedge and just kind of wedge that in there. That'll work as long as it's not in the way of the the window regulator assembly that's got to come out. And then we've got a connector for the electrical part right here for the motor. It's on the door panel right there. Let's see if I got that in the shot. Yes. All right. So, and these you can see, I don't know if you can see my little wedge where I've got it at, right there, kind of hanging out. That holds the glass up out of the way. If it's tapered, if you got a cut like this at the front, you can tilt it and then slide the glass out and set it carefully out of the way. Not the end of the world if you can't get it out. I'll just use that to release it. And I like to save these little connectors, the thing that holds it to the door, so I'll look to see where it snaps in at, and I'll slide it off in that direction. And it looks like forward is our magical direction, so hopefully I can release it. Let's see if I can. Well, sometimes it doesn't always. We're going from this way here. Now I've got that. Maybe that new connector will have that on there. If not, we'll get that off and we'll save that so we can snap that back up here like it's supposed to be. But for the time being, that'll work to get us out of there. Same thing right here. We'll release that there like that. And then take this screw all the way out, this fastener all the way out, that one all the way out, that one all the way out. That just needs to be loosened. We shouldn't be able to fish this mechanism out of there. Let's see. So you see what I've done there, and I just laid the screws over there where I can see them. Just slide out of there. Just to slide out of there. It should come out of this big old hole right here. It's got a big opening. All right, we've got it out. And like I say, it would roll down but not up. And the truck sat for a while, so I've got some silicone spray that I'll actually spray in the tracks. While I've got the glass all the way up, I'll go in there with some silicone spray and lubricate these tracks really well. And then some of the little fasteners that you see, like right here, that stayed in the door panel, we're going to carefully pop those out. I can get from the inside right here and get those out and pop that back into the new door panel and put it in just reverse the procedure. You latch this back up in, you'll drop the window down. Sometimes I've had to plug in my switch for the door and plug it in right here so that I can roll the track mechanism where it needs to be to access these holes. And other than that, it's pretty much straightforward. So just reassemble like you took apart and carefully snap back together, put your hardware back in, and call it a day. Ooh.